massive wildfire quickly spreading about an hour west of Fort Worth.
Yeah, new video from overnight from the Godley Fire Department. Wow, look at that video. This showing the strength of this Ross fire. Look at just the height of those flames, how high they're whipping up in the air, taking over a family's backyard. Fire crews shared this picture in the comments showing how their quick work was able to save a family's home.
Fox 4's Dan Godwin's been covering this wildfire the last couple of days. Dan, about to get some updated information?
That's right, Lauren. We are at the Palo Pinto County Courthouse, and a briefing is about to begin with the latest developments, the status of the Ross fire. Let's listen in as officials are ready to provide the latest information.
Good morning. My name is Hector Martinez. I'm a public information officer with Texas A&M Forest Service here at the Ross fire in Palo Pinto County, Texas.
Hello, I am Amy Meyer. I am the Public Information Officer for the Emergency Service District of Palo Pinto County.
So right now, as of Wednesday, August 26, 0900, 9 a.m., the fire is currently at 80,000 acres, remaining at 12% containment. Last night, we did experience some significant growth along the northwestern side of the fire. This is due to wind shifts overnight. We did have some fire approach the town of, I believe it was Bryson. But we did have preemptive and proactive work along that side just because we expected that kind of shift in that weather. Locals and state firefighters were able to retain and contain that fire on that edge. Like I said, we had pre-positioned lines and resources there, so we were able to contain it on that end. We do have some heavy fire activity on that Possum Kingdom Highway 16 corridor. We are focusing a lot of our efforts on that side, as well as continuing on the head of the fire on that northeastern side. In addition to the southern edge, closest towards Palo Pinto City, we have those resources already on scene, working to mitigate our fire on that end. I will now open it up to questions.
Can you tell us about how many structures have been lost?
So we don't have an official count of structures lost, but we are aware of reports of that. We do have a team assessing damage. They came in yesterday. They've been working diligently to assess the threats to these structures in that fire.
And so as far as the number of actual homes as opposed to outbuildings, are you ready to, can you say anything definitive about that?
It's a very, very rural area of this county, so it's very difficult to determine what's a home and what's a general structure.
Hi, Hector. I'm going to just address a couple of things in the local community since I represent Palo Pinto County here. I want everyone to know that, as you know, last night about 2 a.m. the winds began to shift and the fire is coming back towards us this way. And so this morning when most of us woke up, there was a lot of heavy smoke filling the air. So many people have been concerned about that, and we just want everyone to know that as the day goes on, you're probably going to see smoke, but in the Mineral Wells community, you are not to be alerted at this moment. If there is a shift that you should be concerned about, we will be pushing that out through social media. We will also be pushing it through our county notification system and our city notification system. You're going to see fewer of our resources, our firefighters and paramedics today because we are giving them a rest. Fortunately, we've had enough firefighters from other communities have come in, so we are taking a little bit of a break today to give our firefighters some rest. They have been working extremely hard and they need some rest. So you won't see as many out there today, but they are resting and they will be back at it as soon as they can. As far as air quality, if you are someone who has respiratory issues or illnesses regarding that, you might consider staying in today if it's bothering you. Also, let's address resources. We have been inundated with water donations and snacks, and it has been phenomenal, and we are so grateful for that. Unfortunately, we need to put a pause on that at the moment because we have so much that we just can't take it anymore. So please hold off on any supply donations that you are considering, and there is a link on the Palo Pinto County Emergency Service District page that you can donate financially to, and that is the best way that you could help this community right now because we are inundated with supplies and we really could use your help financially repairing equipment, because out there in this rough terrain, it's very difficult on those vehicles. Any other questions that you guys might have?
In terms of numbers, the last numbers we had were that about 350 people had been evacuated, and you had about 170 personnel that were working this fire. Any updates on that?
To our knowledge, all of the evacuations have been lifted. Is that correct, Hector?
We don't have any updates on terms of evacuation numbers and resources available. Like I said, we are still working on those focal points. That's our primary priority right now. So once we get those numbers later on throughout the day, I will update you guys and send it to you.
And in terms of what you're actually doing, can you kind of describe that work?
Officials, yeah, they're in Palo Pinto giving an update on the Ross fire, saying it's at 80,000 acres, but also talking about the wind changes, that now it's actually threatening Possum Kingdom Lake, which was to the west of where that was. It was yesterday. It was just more spreading to the north.
Right, which we know has seen fires before in recent years. And I think the big thing that came out of this little news conference that we heard, well, the update on the numbers, we know it's 80,000, acres now that have burned. But also the fact that these firefighters, we had about 100 firefighters at the very beginning kind of fighting this fire. These are volunteer firefighters. These are, people who are donating their time to fight these fires. They were doing it around the clock. Thankfully, there are now other firefighters from neighboring areas who have now come in, and a lot of those firefighters who started fighting this fire in the beginning are finally going to get to rest, and that's big news. The more, obviously, that can protect a lot of these structures and that are, up and aware and know what's going on, the better. So hopefully we'll see something today. Will the winds make things worse or make it better? That's hard to know, Allie.